What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a birthday haul video. So a lot of these decks are, I think, water themed or mermaid themed, which is ironic because I'm a water sign. And if I can remember correctly, I think there's 12 decks that we're gonna look at. A few of them are indie decks, of course, because there always has to be at least one indie deck in my haul videos. One of them though, I'm not sure if it's an indie deck or not, because it doesn't really have a name, and we'll get to that one in a second. If anybody's wondering how old I'm turning, I'm 56 minus 20. I bet some of you were like, 56, hold on. So I have a few that are like in, the mail packaging still, which I'll do those towards the end, but I have some that are already out of that packaging because I think I ordered most of them from Amazon, of course. All right, well, let's get started. Let's see what I got. Like I said, most of these are water-based or like mermaid-based. This is one of them. It's the Sea Melodies. It's the little tiny, oh my God, there's hollow in there. Let me take the plastic off, hold on. Okay, I took the plastic off, but look at the tail. It has a little hollow on the tail. That's so cool. So it's just like one of those little tiny, there's a few of these I think on Amazon. I'm not sure how many. It's just a little tiny deck, and I think they're wordy ones. Is it magnetic? Oh, that's cool. It is a magnetic clasp. How cute! Ooh, this is how the inside looks. And they're just little rectangular cards with, I'm assuming, like phrases or something. These are the backs. I think all the backs are the same, right? Yeah. So, I'm almost dropping the cards. So these are the bags. Pretty Mermaid. And then on the front, I believe it's initially the same. Yeah, so the same border on all the cards. And I think they have a keyword and then key phrase is what I'm assuming. But it's a wordy deck. That's the kind of deck it is. Here, let's get a card just for shits and giggles. I do want to get all of these though. Like all the ones that are like this. There's a few. Next haul, whenever that would be. What card of the day do we have? Oh, from the Sea Melodies deck, Turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. It sure is. Who's going through turbulence right now? I think I'm pretty good. I don't have turbulence right now. Next, we have Tarot of Mermaids, another mermaid deck. See, I told you, oh my God, boobish. I told you it's gonna be like a watery, well, mostly a watery mermaid thing. This one, I believe, is one of Los Carabeos older decks. I mean, it looks kind of old. So it's like your typical tuck box. More plastic. I personally don't mind Los Carabeo decks. I actually kind of like them. Ooh, was not expecting, are these the backs? Was not expecting these backs. I could have sworn I saw different, look at these blue backs though. I feel like I saw different backs in pictures from other customers on Amazon. Probably from a while ago, I'm not sure. It smells pretty good. And then here are some cards. We're not gonna look at too many of them. There's a lot of boobage in here. There's more, there's boobage. Yep, there's boobage right there. Hold up. Why is this mermaid riding a horse? Girl, you should be in the water. There's a lot, yeah, there's a lot of boobies. There's a lot of boobies in here. Two of Swords. Well, this is gonna be an interesting flip through because of the boobies. I mean, unless you guys don't want to flip through of it, I don't know. Normally, I usually do a flip through of the decks that I get in hauls. Sometimes I don't, believe it or not. Like sometimes I have gotten decks where I don't even film a video of it. I just like open the deck and start playing with it. Now this next one, I did sort of like a poll on my community tab for my channel about whether or not I should get this deck. I was debating because it's very pippish, it's very pippy. But I did want to get it to like edge it in a red color. I'm sure some of you guys know what deck I'm talking about. The Alice in Wonderland Tarot. I absolutely love the artwork too. I just really wish it wasn't so pippy. The only other deck that I have, I think it's from the same creators. I mean, it's also from Disney, is the Disney Villains. Well, here, I'll show you. Here's my Disney Villains deck. with this one, if some of y'all didn't see that video, I etched the Disney Villains deck in a beautiful green. And then because of that, I had the idea of like, let me see if anybody would be interested in the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, because I know I'm not gonna keep that one. The Disney Villains one is not as pippish, so I'm keeping this one, of course. But the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, unfortunately, is very pippish, and you'll see what I mean when we get to looking at some of the cards. But my idea with this, like I said, oh, this box is hard to open, because I know I'm not gonna be keeping it. Ooh, I'm gonna eventually do a giveaway for it. However, I will be etching the deck red. But we're gonna sniff this book. It smells like comic books, and it's colored very nice. Oh my God, look at that cute mouse. Oh, I like the blue in here. So it has a ribbon. And I do also love the quality of the cards. They're very comfortable to like riffle or overhand. Oh, this is the inside if you guys want to see the little cute designs. The backs are really cute. The deck smells so good. And I like the matte finish too. So our major cards are like fully illustrated for the most part. There's Alice again. However, once we get to the, which one is this one? Page of Hedgehogs? It's the little shovel bird. Shovel? Yeah, shovel bird. It's a shovel on his face. What was I saying? Once we get to the pick cards, here's the 10 of hedgehogs. It's literally just, here, let me show the 9. You see? Here's the 9 and the 10. That's what I mean by being very, it's a pip deck. It's pips. The Disney Villains ones, it was pippish, but it had more to it than just like this, right? Than just this. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna keep this deck. But my idea for it was, I'll get it, do a review, flip through, and I wanted to etch it in a beautiful, oh, is this like, there's a dark one and a light one, that's weird. I wanted to etch in like a beautiful shimmery red. I feel like that'll pop with this deck. I was kind of hoping the backs would have been a bit brighter, like it would have been cool if it had this blue on the backs. That would have been awesome. I feel like the red would have looked a little bit more vibrant had the backs been like this blue. So that is my plan for the Alice Tarot. Is I am definitely not going to keep it, so I'm going to do a giveaway for it eventually. Next we have another mermaidy deck, the Oracle of Mermaids. I was not expecting this box to be this huge. I'm wondering if the cards are going to be the same size, because they'd be freaking big if they are. I hope they're not. Oh, they're not. Okay, they're a little bit smaller. Here's the book. We're gonna sniff it. Ooh, that smells weird. Doesn't smell very good. Is it colored? No, it isn't, but at least you get a little picture of the card there before they go into like the info of the card. Take this card condom off. Oh my God, sometimes these are hard to take off. There we go. It is very, very glossy. I will say that. I don't have very much. Oh, they're kind of sticky. I don't have a lot of mermaid decks, which is what drew me to get this one. It's also been on my wish list for, I don't know, 2 years, something like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me get it already. I think it's about time. Why does that look like, doesn't this look like, what is that actress from one of those movies that I don't care for? It's kind of hard to remember if it's for a movie franchise you don't care for. Twilight, the Twilight movies, which I don't care for, but doesn't that look like what's her face? I forget her name, but that's just who I thought of. Oh, did I show you guys the bags? Probably not. Here are the bags. Very pretty. So the next deck is the one where I was like, would it be considered indie deck because we don't really know much about it, or what? I kind of want to consider it an indie deck. To me, it's an indie deck because we don't have much info on it, at least not that I've seen. And that is whatever deck this is that I got from Spencer's. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the deck out there already. It doesn't really have a name. There's no, it just says tarot cards. on the box here. Some people call it the Spencer Tarot, but it's very curious, like the artwork that's in here. There's a lot of creatures or beings of like legends, myths, folklore in here, so, but we don't know what it's called. I mean, at least I haven't seen what it could be called. If anybody out there knows, please let me know in the comments because I would love to research it. And it was actually pretty affordable. It was just like $8 on Spencer's, which is also where I got the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. I went in there because I was at the mall not too long ago, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have that deck that nobody knows the name of, but that only Spencer's has it. And they did. And I also saw the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, so I was like, that's a sign. I guess I'll get that one too. But ever since I've seen others using the deck or showing it, I really like that they have creatures or beings of myths, legends, and folklores, because I'm all about that. So this is what the box looks like. It literally just says tarot cards and has Spencer on the top. There is, oh, it's from, is it from Spirit Halloween? Is that who made the deck? I don't know. To me, this is an indie deck though. To me, this is an indie deck. And it doesn't completely fit in the box, if you can see. It kind of sticks out. Ooh, this looks terrible, but I don't care. The cards, they don't appear to be in any particular order because the Nine of Cups is at the very top. But if you look closely, you see these weird lines here. It's kind of as if the cards were printed in a way where they were all kind of stuck to each other and they had to not rip them off, but kind of like take them apart to make the deck. Does that make sense? That's what it looks like. When I do the flip through, I'll show a close-up of it, but that's what it looks like. These are the backs. There's probably a reason why it was $8, but that's cool. It's the Headless Horseman. I also like that they put the name of who is on the card, like down here. Nessie, the Seven of Cups. In case like you want to look into who that is or look more into their lore or whatever. Who's this? Oh, it just this angel. For some reason I thought it said Agnes. Five of Swords. And I also like that it has that old look to it, like parchment. This is the Lovers. Oh, it's a succubus. I have seen this deck on Etsy being sold by, I think they're in an international sale. I don't think they're in the States. But I have seen somebody selling this deck on Etsy. I don't think they're promoting it as their own, but they had it printed to look more pretty. If I find a picture of it, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But I'm debating whether or not to get that copy just to compare. If you guys will be interested in that, let me know. I'll see if I can snag a copy because I don't know if there were a lot left. The next one is more mermaids. Well, in this case, mermaids and dolphins. So I wanted to get this deck because obviously mermaids. I love mermaids. Random, but I do plan on getting a mermaid tattoo on me. Hopefully soon. But another reason why I wanted this deck is because it has like affirmations or little wordy phrases on it. And pretty pictures. Who doesn't want pretty pictures? It opens like this. That's the inside. There's like cardboard or something. Here is the book. It's a pretty big book. Is it colored? It is colored. We're gonna snip it. This one doesn't smell that bad. It's huge. Pretty huge. They got fishes in there. Are they showing spreads? Because this looks like a spread, doesn't it? Like the placements? Hold up. I think the name of the spread is right here. It says Still Waters Run Deep. But down here, it tells you like place the 12 cards in this order. Interesting. Do they have more spreads? Oh, they do have more spreads. That's a lot of spreads. This one here, the Tidal Wave. Very nice. Here's the deck. There's a weird card condom that I've never seen before. It's like plastic, but very, very thin. I have to cut the condom off. That sounds wrong. Here are the backs. Very pretty backs. I love the colors. And then here are some of the cards. So you have your image, and then you have a little, I think you have the name of who's in here. So here I think it says King Poseidon. is right there, and they have the little affirmation. Here we have I can't even say this, Melusina, I think is the name of the mermaid. But you have their name up top and their little affirmation. Oh my God, narwhals. Look at this narwhal. So it says the narwhal, and then it has like the narwhal affirmation. I noticed that the cards are two different types of, what would you call that? A corally color here and like a robin's egg yellow over here or something. That's pretty cute. When I do the flip through video of it, I'm gonna test out one or two of the spreads to see how that works. I'm just curious because it's an affirmation deck. To have spreads for affirmation, I've never actually heard of that before. It's mainly like with tarot or oracle that I usually see people use spreads for, not really affirmation decks. So we'll see. Next, we're gonna open this package. I think this one has 4 decks in here. So for these decks, I got them all from the same seller because I think they were having a sale also, and I noticed that they had 4 decks that looked very similar. They had like this watercolory kind of look to them, and I was like, I want them, and I'm just gonna put them all together. So these are the cute decks, and I believe they're all like animal kingdom decks, like animal themes or insects also. They don't have plastic on them, so let me just take the plastic off really quick. All right, I took all of the plastic off. It was kind of hard because they were very well shrink wrapped. Here is one of the decks. This is the back of the first one I'm showing you. And the images, well, you have the image of whatever the focal point is, the animal that we're looking at, in this case, a bat. And then you have an affirmation or words of guidance down here. But I love how the animals all have that watercolory look. Random because I'm a gamer and a nerd, but in League of Legends, there's a character called Nautilus. Doesn't look anything like this creature here, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see. Rhinoceros. But you see what I mean by like the watercolory look? Isn't that pretty? And the backs also drew me in because it's so colorful. The next one is a butterfly based deck. Look at this gorgeous back. And it's originally the same concept. So you have the image of the animal, in this case the butterflies, the name of the animal, in this case butterfly, and then their affirmation or words of guidance. But they have very different butterflies in this deck, and they all also have that bright, colorful watercolor look. The next one I think is more water-based creatures because they have like a mermaidish looking back for this one. But same concept, so you have the image, the name, and their little affirmation. Like I showed 2 different crustaceans. Or like, you know, like the lobster and the shrimp or whatever that was. Whale! And the last one that I got for this set is all about birds. So they have like this beautiful peacock feather thing going on here. And they have different birds in this deck. They all also look very bright and colorful. They have the same layout as the others. You have the image of the creature, their name, and a little affirmation or words of guidance on the bottom. So what my plan was when I got all 4 of these is to make them all one deck and put them all together. These look so cute. Look at this pretty bird. Sorry, I was just randomly looking at it. Birds of a feather flock together. Opposites are not long united. Interesting. I don't know if I want to do flip through on these because I kind of just want to smash them all together and just, you know, start using it. I mean, I'll do a flip through on it, but they're going to be all mixed up. So if y'all want to see a flip through of these decks, let me know. It's going to be a mega deck by the time I do a flip through on them though. What bag do I want to put it in? I'm feeling the purpley one. Which is funny because this time I kind of dyed my hair purple and my shirt is purple. Oh, actually, let me show you all of the backs at once so you can see how pretty they look. Oh my god, this is gonna be a huge, this is a huge deck. Okay, let me show you these backs really quick and then I'll show you how big the deck is. So these, you see how pretty that looks? They all have the same color concept because they start off like an orangey, pinkish to purple to blue. And I'm like, oh my god, I want all of them to put all together. Jesus Christ, this is huge. There you go. Another mega deck created by Lunaria33. This is gonna be kind of hard to shuffle. Here, let's try. Okay. Oh my God. We got cards flipping out already, and yes, I want to see what they are. It's not that bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's see what cards flipped out, just cause. Pretty. Look at this beautiful bluish butterfly. I think it's called the Radiator. What does it say? You send out a beacon of love, comfort, and upliftment. That's a word? That sounds weird. You send out, let me read that again. You send out a beacon of love, comfort, and upliftment through your bond with spirit. And then we got, oh my God, this looks like an orange slice is on their head. That's a really, really cool looking bird. Doesn't that look like an orange right there? This one says, hold fast to dreams, for if they die, life is a bird that cannot fly. That rhymes. Narwhal! We got a cute narwhal. I love narwhals. They're so cool. It's like a unicorn fish. This one says, you are magical and manifest your goals with ease and grace. Very pretty. I love when decks flip out cards in your face. Some decks, I feel like they flip cards out more easily than others. This one, as we saw when I was shuffling, is one of those decks. Will it fit in this bag? No. It doesn't fit. No. Can I make it fit? Oh, it doesn't fit. She's too thick. Darn. All right. Well, I guess I'll see what bag I'll put this in. All right. We got 2 bags left. Let's open this one. So this is another mermaidy deck. It is by Dame Darcy? Dame Darcy? Am I saying that right? The Mermaid Tarot. I wasn't expecting the box to be so green. I thought it was gonna be more blue. I do have her, I don't know if you guys can see it right here, her Alice in Wonderland Tarot. So this is the box. I think she has 2 different versions, one in the magnetic box and then one in the tuck box. Ooh, crunchy. I don't know if you guys heard that. This is the inside. I love this, whatever that is. You can kind of tell that the cards were laminated as if they weren't printed on actual matte cardstock. Does that make sense? It looks like they were laminated to be matte. That's what, with my naked eyeball, it looks like. I do love the glittery gold etching though. That's pretty. Now they're not in a particular order because the first card is the High Priestess here. But I think when we do the flip through, you guys will be able to tell what I mean by, like, you can see that they were laminated matte. They weren't printed on matte cardstock. Does that make sense? Let's see, this is the Ace of Pentacles. The Star card. I also like that they look old, kind of like the Spencer Tarot that we saw, like old parchment. That's really cool. Total opposite of the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. And this is the last one that we're looking at today. Now, from what I remember, this should also be like a watery deck. Ooh, hollow. Look at this, it's so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it. Salt, Water, Spirit, Oracle cards. I think that's what it says. To me, it's backwards on my screen. That's why I'm like reading it very slowly. I got this deck off of Etsy, and for a second I thought it was the same artist who did this deck, Danielle Noel, which ironically they're also coming out with the water deck, and I thought it was this one, and I was like, crap, did I order the same deck twice? But it's not, it's a different deck. And I do have her deck, Danielle Noel's deck, coming at one point, I think. Don't know when, but I ordered it a while ago. So let's take a look at this one. Magnetic clasp box. Ooh, look at that. These have hollow edges. Whoa, look at this eyeball. Isn't that cool? This inside is very busy. The guidebook has like a soft, almost rose petally feel. I don't know if you guys could see it or if it's too bright because of my light. Yeah, I put it on my face. No? Does that help? Probably not. We're gonna sniff it. Oh, that smells weird. Ooh, but it is colored. Pretty. It's so pastel-y. My apologies if you can't see it. Look at these hollow edges though. That's so pretty. Hollow. I love rainbows. And then here are the cards. I think that's the same eyeball we saw on the inside. These are very, very, I was gonna say pale pastel-y. Pale pastel-y. Very pretty though. I thought that was Angelina Jolie for a second. Pretty. But you see what I mean as to why I confused her with like Danielle Noel's artwork? Because it really does look like her decks do, or her art does. Doesn't it? Oh my god, look at that crab. I didn't even show the backs. I mean, if you guys can see it, it's very bright on my screen. But these are the backs. Maybe if I put it closer, does that help? Cover my face, there you go. That might help. I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, that was the last deck that I had to show for today. I'm very happy that I have a lot more water-based decks or mermaid-based decks. That's one thing I noticed that I didn't really have a lot of, even though I do love mermaids, is I don't really have a lot of mermaid decks. Or like water, ocean themed decks. I have a lot of like animal decks, but they're mainly like earth-based, not very much water-based. But now I have more water-based decks. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my birthday haul video. And if you stuck to this part of the video, leave a water emoji. I think there's a few. There's like a droplet one. There's one with like 3 droplets. There's a wave one. Just any water theme emoji. Leave that in the comments. That way I know. Don't forget to like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!